Hi guys, my name is Dimitri and today's video is going to be on how to find a pinhole on your leading edge bladder or on your strut bladders, okay? So again, these are very hard to find, you just pump your kite, you're ready to go, then by the time you put your lines and you come back, your kite is deflated. So it's very upsetting, very frustrating. So I'm going to show you how to easy fix this and how to find those pinholes, okay? So again, pay attention to this video. And again, very easy. All you're gonna need is a spray, okay, with a soap in it and water, and very easy. All you have to do is spray the thing, but away from your face because it hurts. So again, pay attention to this video and make sure to point that spray away from your face. Okay, so this is a Renegade 11, which is one of our demo fleet, and it was actually landed on the trees from one of the customers who was demoing it, as you can see right there. So we repaired it, fixed it, and now I pumped the kite. By the time I set up the lines and I came back, I found that the kite was soft, so I know there's a hole somewhere in the kite. So I'm going to show you how to find the hole and how to fix it. Okay, so you turn your kite around, okay, and now you want to, as you can see, look, see how soft the leading edge is when you press it, okay? I did pump my kite really hard, rock solid. You wouldn't see any of those creases, okay? Again, if you're going to go and kite, you want to make sure that the leading edge is pumped really hard, okay? You don't want to have any of these creases. You see how it's bending really easy? Okay, so you don't want that, okay? So now you know there's a hole somewhere. So those are the few steps you need to check first. First, you want to check on the valves, okay? You want to open the valves and maybe listen if the air is coming out, but even the one pump and the other valve, okay? So you want to make sure you check on these first, okay? And you have to do this, the easiest way is to get out of the wind and use the spray bottle to see if any of the bubbles are coming out. Okay, so let's use a spray bottle right here. So what we're going to do is we want to spray all the valves. So we're going to start with the big inflate valve. So spray all around the valve and see if any bubbles are coming out of the valves. Then go to the one pump system, do the same thing, and a little bit on the leading edge also. And then go to the other inflate valve, because sometimes, the air comes also from the valve. So you want to make sure that all the valves are secure. Then go to the strut, spray it. And nothing so far. So then start spraying on the leading edge. Believe me, you will see when the bubbles start coming out. So again, let's spray all along the leading edge. And then once we are done this side, we'll go on the other side and do the same thing. Okay, so you want to do the leading edge. So far as you can see, nothing, no bubbles. We'll go to the other one pump system, spray it, nothing. Hopefully we'll find a hole soon. If not, we have to go and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we are almost done with this side. Okay, all the way at the end. I can see some bubbles coming out. You see there on the right side, next to the E? Perfect, look at that. I told you there's going to be a lot of bubbles coming out. So there we go, we found our first hole. Hopefully that's the only one that we have here. So spray all the way at the end. Perfect, nothing. Okay, so this is a very easy repair, okay, because it's towards the end, so you don't need to remove the entire leading edge. All you have to do is go from this tip, remove the velcro, and pull out the tip of the bladder, okay? So you want to measure it, probably this is 45 centimeters, so you're going to want to pull out 45 centimeters, or maybe 55, 10 centimeters longer than normal, and fix it, okay? So again, it looks like a big hole there. You see all the bubbles coming out? So that's a very easy fix. Very easy, you don't need to remove the entire leading edge. But hopefully this is the only hole that we have, okay? So you need to do the same thing on the other side with the spray and spray the entire leading edge and find out if there's another hole, okay? So right now we have this hole here, and let's check if there's another hole on the other side of the leading edge or the struts. Okay, so that was the only hole we're able to find. So we took the kite in the garage away from the wind and deflated, and now we're ready to pull the bladder out. Okay, now you want to go at the end of the leading edge right there, okay, and then there you can see there's a velcro inside, so pull them apart, there we go, and then pull it out and you'll see the leading edge bladder. Then slowly pull out the leading edge bladder. This is a very easy fix because it is at the end, so you don't need to remove the entire leading edge.
and you don't need to unclip the struts. So you come and you have to remove it more than the measurement that we had before. And now it's time to check for the holes.
Okay, so now let's see if we can find where the hole is. Okay, so remember, it was that distance from the kite. So now we're gonna try to allocate the hole here without having to pump the leading edge. If we cannot find the hole, then we're gonna need to pump the leading edge. And of course, you know, we're gonna lock the struts because we don't need the struts to be inflated, only leading edge. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pump it. We're gonna pump it here, but then we're gonna put pressure here. Okay, so we don't need to pump the entire leading edge because we're gonna push all the air at the end here. All we need is just a little bit of air to see where the bubbles are coming out. This looks like it might be it. I think that's what it is. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, because I don't wanna inflate the leading edge, it's a pain in the neck. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna patch this and put the bladder back in and pump the kite and see. And if I see bubbles, that means that's not a hole and I need to remove the tip again and actually pump the leading edge to find out where the bubbles will come out. But I think I'm 100% sure it's this here. Okay, so first we need to get some repair kit, and you can find this. It comes with all our bags. You have a kite aid here. Okay, so you take this, and inside here you have some sell and repair bladder kit here, and we're gonna take one of these and repair it, but we're gonna need to put something flat under it. Okay, so I like to use a board. Okay, so this is a perfect flat surface, so we're gonna put this under the bladder here and put the thing right on top of it. There we go. Find where the hole is. There we go. And make this really, really flat. Okay, that's perfect. The surface is really flat and nice, so you can rub it with alcohol and then put the patch on it.
Okay, so here's the kite patch. So then you open it, and inside you'll see that you have 2 sets of alcohol and 2 sets of patches, one for the bladders and one for the canopy. So you take one of the alcohol, you open it, and what you're going to do now is you're going to rub it and clean the leading edge really well. Okay, and then once you're done, you need to dry it. You can use a towel or something to dry it. But you want to make sure that everything is clean out of sand and any other kind of residue. So you take the patches, you'll see you have 2 patches. So use the thinnest one for the bladders, the other one's for the canopy. Okay, so then all you need now is some scissors to cut it. Since it's a small pinhole, you don't want the entire thing, so cut half of it, okay, to apply it, and then cut all the corners around them so it sticks well to the bladder. Then peel off the patch, okay, very easy, and apply it to the bladder, but make sure there's no any creases on the bladder. So make sure you pull everything tight so you don't get any creases, okay? So if not, pull it back out and make sure no creases on the bladder. Okay, so then once it's on it and you don't see any creases, take something dry and put a lot of pressure on the patch so it sticks really well to the bladder. If it's very humid outside, it won't work. So you need to do this in a place where it's dry, out of the wind, and clean place. Once you see that the patch is stuck well, then it's time to put the bladder back inside the sleeve. Okay, so very gentle, pull the sleeve all the way up, okay, while you're pushing the bladder inside. Again, you have to know how to fold it really carefully and make sure that the bladder is not twisted. Okay, so once you arrive at the end, fold it the way it was before, and make sure, this is very important, that the velcros are stuck together because you don't want the bladder to pop out when you're pumping the kite.
Okay, so now let's go and pump again the leading edge and spray the same place and see if there's any bubbles coming out. Okay, I remember the hole was somewhere here, but let's spray and see. I don't see any bubbles. Perfect. Now that was an easy fix. Okay, so let's go kiting now.